Greetings, Internet! This is Toy Customizer Wake Angel 2001, bringing to you another custom commission. This one's from DA user Chaos Infection. The character I am creating is Mechapocalypse, the third version on the bottom of this picture. Just look at this picture. It's basically a red recolor of Neo Metal Sonic, as he appeared in Sonic Heroes. Except that he didn't want the cape. He wanted me to make it without the cape, which is all good because that cape uses a lot of material, and I do not want to waste material like that. So, like most of my commissions, I started from the head and worked my way down. I tried to sculpt over Metal Sonic's original spines, but I did have to trim the bottom ones a bit. Basically, I do not think these spines would work in the physical world, because in the video game, when you look at them head-on, they kind of flare outwards like a star, but then from the profile, they seem to be swept back. So, it doesn't... in the real world, you have to choose one or the other unless you completely sculpt the head from scratch, and besides, in the flared-out mode, it would totally limit the shoulder articulation, and no, I just went with a swept-back look because it looks more streamlined. It doesn't look quite as nice from the front, but it looks nice from almost any other angle, and it's just a more practical way to make this head. Alright, moving on. Let's see the rest of the parts. As you can see, I had Metal Sonic's body, but I decided to go along with Knuckles' arms and legs, Shadow's shoes, and a pair of leftover Sonic ears from my Mighty commission. Yeah, we'll get on that later. First off, let's look at the legs. Shadow's shoe is almost a perfect shape. I just had to sculpt on that little elfin tip. And I, of course, made the very large shins that Neo Metal has. I tried to recapture the aesthetic without leaving too many dangly bits sticking out, because they might break off. So this is made for both durability and nice display-looking things. Well, a little bit of painting. Get those shoes nice and blue like in the picture. And I moved on to the arms. The arms are the same deal. Bigger forearms. Except those hands are 100% scratch built. I made them completely on my own. I used wires for the fingers, toothpick for the wrist, and I cured it by baking it in the oven, then I jammed it onto the forearms. They aren't really posable at all, but they look cool. Also, I had no extra hands. My spare parts bin is completely just full of Knuckles' big old boxing gloves, because nobody uses Knuckles' boxing gloves. Alright, so, what does the figure look like completed? As you can see, although the arms have absolutely no paint app, and actually the legs don't either, only the shoes do. I'm very happy about that because it does not gunk up the joints. I painted the ears black and stuck them onto the shoulders. I recarved them into a different shape and stuck them on in a position that would not limit the shoulder articulation or immediately bump into the cheeks or spines when they're lifted. And as a result, this figure is much freer to move than many other customs get. Because, well, it's not that the customs I make before can't move, it's just that you have to be very careful about it because you can always peel the paint in their joints, which really irritates me. However, this guy does not have any of that problems. And as you can see, he just looks so cool. I mean, Neo Metal Sonic always had a cool look, but, you know, Chaos Infection's little red and yellow version, it has like a really nice fiery motif about him. And if you think about it, he really is like a standing flame. I mean, flames are blue at the bottom where they're hottest, and then they turn yellow and red. So yes, this is very, very cool. I like this guy quite a lot. And I'm pretty sure he's quite happy to be part of the physical world. At last, I walk this three-dimensional realm of the physical world. No more am I merely a sprite recolor on some young man's hard drive. Now I am free. Free to explore this strange new realm. To conquer it. To impose my will over it. Yes, now is the time for help. Please. What? Just who do you think you are, little man? Do you think you're such hot stuff just because you're on a toy shelf now? I will not be spoken to in such a disrespectful way by some transformer. Just because you're a little bit more articulated and pricey does not mean that you can defeat me with your wordplay. For when you battle with us metal sonic robots, you face not one, but a legion. Oh, please. A legion? And just what are you little 3 3/4 inch figures gonna... Oh. Okay. Well, it's just one. It's not like he'll be any problem, and... that's another one. This is no big deal. This will be but a momentary challenge, and... Oh dear. They're coming... There's more. Get off of me! No! No! The Mechapocalypse has